So as you can see, I just came back from a quick walk. My phone battery died, but I I carry a battery pack, so just in case my battery doesn't hold a charge. Lately my phone been acting up, so sometimes it says 50% battery, and then it just completely goes from 50% to like 5%, and then my phone would just power off itself. But you know, um, it used to make me feel panicky if my phone just like has no battery. If I'm going for like a walk or something, but a bike ride. Now it doesn't really get to me. The only thing that annoys me is like recording, like me riding my bike. Well, I mean walking. I don't record off my phone if I'm riding my bike. But it annoys me like if I'm walking and then my battery dies. It's more annoying than it makes me panicky. But that's little my little power bank that I bought off Amazon for like $10. It also has like a little flashlight, so if I decide to walk around at night, I can use that instead of using the flash off my phone, because I'll probably look kind of suspicious while I'm walking around with a flash. I mean, the flashlight is more common sense than having the flash off my phone. It's not as bright, but it's enough for me to see where I'm going. But you know, today's started to rain, so well, not really. I wouldn't say really like shower or anything. It's more like little field drips and drops here. But you know, um, I also have a lot on my mind. Nothing negative. It's just wanting to find a job, stuff like that. You know, I'm not 100% better. I'll say about you know 80-90% better, but the I still have those panicky moments. I'm not gonna lie. The only difference that I don't react to them. I just let them happen and try my best not to panic. That's the best thing you can do. Sure, there are times that when it hits me hard. When I'm feeling great, I want to panic, but I'm like, okay, if this is a heart attack, if this is a stroke, whatever, how come I never got one yet? Why this and why that? But don't get me wrong, it sucks to feel that way, but thinking like one day you'll randomly have a heart attack, that's in our minds all the time. Then you start wondering how come, people that doesn't have anxiety, they don't really think about it, you know. But what can you do? Also, when I was walking around, as you can see, I'm a Niners fan, but the team is not doing good. But someone that lives around my neighborhood just screamed out Niners at me. I was like, okay, but it's like, people will say, well, how come you support a team that um, hasn't won a game? I'm like, then I realized, I like the team for the team. I don't care about, that we haven't won a game. Does it suck? Do I want the team to win? Yeah, but, and then I realized I support this team ever since I started watching football, which is in the 80s. So, I'm not gonna stop supporting a team when just because they're losing. Um, that's just like saying you don't want to support like someone in your family because this and that, So in a way, like I mentioned, anxiety taught me a lot. You know, don't get me wrong, the symptoms they they suck, but taught me a lesson. That lesson is, you know, you care about people. Those of us with anxiety, we care about people more than others at times, I would say. Like for me, I have anxiety about, my family. I have anxiety about other people, not just about myself, but mostly likely about others. And, people say, oh, that's kind of strange. Why do you care about blah, blah, blah? I'm like, why not, you know? But other than that, feels great being out walking around. It's only like, I don't know, almost 10 a.m. So when I walked out the door, I was like, I just wanted to get out of my house, just go for a walk, clear my mind and whatnot. But other than that, I'm about to head back inside. Oh yeah, and Monday, I might go to the Nike store. Not the same Nike store I had my second panic attack, but at a different Nike store. I have been into this Nike store when I was feeling panicky, but um, nothing crazy. But I want to go back to a store that made me feel panicky, just to prove myself that it's not going to stop me, But I will one day go to the same Nike store that I had my second panic attack, and the Target store that I had my first panic attack. My first and second panic attack happened in the same day, just about half an hour apart from each other. So, like I promised myself one day I would drive in again, and I kept that promise. I told myself I'll walk out the house. I kept that promise. I told myself I'll do this and that. So I'm gonna try to keep those promises. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna promise, some crazy thing like I'm gonna walk out the house, drive my car for like 5 hours and something like that. But other than that, I'm happy. You know, I don't feel depressed as much as I used to. So I still feel it from time to time, but it automatically goes from depressed to feeling whatever to okay, why do I feel that way? Let's not go there. If you can feel happy, you'll feel sad. If you can feel sad, you'll feel happy. So I say, find something around you that makes you happy. If you have like a pet dog, look at your dog. If it makes you happy, be with your dog. If you have someone in your family that makes you happy, be around that person. Because I know we focus on stuff that makes us panicky more than stuff that doesn't make us panicky. But at the same time, you can't just hide from whatever you're scared of all the time, because whatever you're scared of is created by you. The more you fear it, the more you let it hurt you, the worse it gets. So the sooner you chase your fear, like your fear chase you, that fear will go away. It might take time, but it will go away. Like for myself, I thought I would never find a job, dropping out of high school, no diploma, no GED, but I found jobs. I mean, I'm not working now, but I had jobs where I could have been like supervisor. I was actually a supervisor, acting manager and training, stuff like that. I proved to myself I might not have the education, but I'll prove myself by working hard. So whatever you think you can't do, you never know till you try it. And I tell my own daughter that, that I'm proud, because she goes home, does her homework. Me, when I went home and I struggle with my homework because I have learning disabilities. So I tell her, whatever you think, someone might have a nicer house, someone might have a nicer car, someone might have more money than your parents, but there's other people that has less than you. There are people living on the streets that has no food, no clothes to change to. So You know, never compare yourself to someone that has more or less, because somewhere out there, someone is always going to need something. You know, you can be a billionaire. You know, billionaire might be able to buy all the everything they want, but guess what? They can't buy. You know, they can't buy your looks. They can't buy your happiness. You know, they can't buy what you have. Like, let's say you have a kid that can do this and that. You know, what if they don't have like a son or daughter that can do what your own kid can do, or what your parents can do? You know, money can buy house, cars, clothes, you know, plastic surgeon, stuff like that, but it can't buy everything. Because if you can buy everything, no one owns the world. That's what I'm saying. And I tell my daughter that all the time, like, you know, we live in a house, we don't live in a mansion or anything like that, but just be happy that, you know, you don't have learning disabilities, you don't have this and that. Because I struggled for years, and I overcame a lot of my struggles. So I'm still struggling with anxiety, but you know, I'm not gonna let it get to me, because life is always a challenge. And you know, my life challenged me from not having a high school diploma, not finishing school, you know, not thinking that I wasn't going to ever find a job. But I did work summer jobs when I was in middle school, so I was in my early teens when I started working, even though I was only making like about $5 or $4.50 an hour. That was back in the 90s. But you know, I learned the value in a dollar, whether you're making $10, $15. You know, I say, so what if you work in a fast food place, or you work in as an engineer? You know, you're still working, and whatever you work at, you should be happy. I mean, people that are millionaires, they depend on people that are making, you know, $20, $15 an hour, because without you, they won't become a billionaire. You know, just like the president. You know, without people voting for him, he wouldn't be the president. You know, like without his parents, he wouldn't be born. You know, so there's always without this and without that we can't do anything. And I think with anxiety, that it taught me a lot of things. Like I mentioned, the symptoms, the sensation sucks, but you know, you think about stuff that what anxiety can teach you, or what it taught you, then you realize things. You know, for me, like I said, it taught me a lot of things. It also stopped me from drinking caffeine. It stopped me from doing stuff that would harm my body, like eating junk food and all that other stuff. So, you know, now I'm more careful on what I do. But other than that, I'm just about to head back in my house.